So a quick message before we get onto your video. I have posted a new installment of This Is Me. It is the most important This Is Me video I have ever posted or likely will post. That is no pomp and circumstance. That is the tea. So if after this video you can head on over and watch it, that would mean the world to me. The link to that video will be in the description box below of your reading. And with that being said, onto your reading. Thanks. Hey Capricorns, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your second half of Virgin or reading. So in your meditation, I saw the image of a hawk. It's very, very inappropriate, this meditation. I saw a hawk, which is Two of Wands energy, which is about how you see things, big picture, small picture, and about, your foundation, right? That Two of Wands energy is making sure that your foundation is secure and strong. So when the Three of Wands comes along in the form of an opportunity, that you are ready, right? You got everything ready for it. So it's about that, hard work and talent meeting up with timing. Eight of Pentacles context, but the Two of Wands, it aligns you to something that you really, really care about and are passionate about, right? So I saw this hawk, and then I was taken to like Dr. Frankenstein's lair. And I saw the Capricorn collective as, Dr. Frankenstein putting together his, I don't even want to say the word monster. He was really misunderstood, but putting together his creation, the Frankenstein's, monster quote. And it was of different parts and pieces. It's of things of versions of this creature that had not panned out before. So it was the heart of one failed, a creature, the arm of another, the leg, the foot. It was all these different parts that were put together and all stitched up. And I saw you guys, stepping back, and it was just perfect and going, it's my best work yet. It's my best work yet. It's really interesting because there is this concept of it's almost like you're using your resources, or you're taking aspects of different projects or things or belief systems or whatever this is for you, or perspectives, and putting it all together in a way where it's better all together than it was in its separate parts. Like it's almost, I'm seeing the image of WALL-E, Pixar's WALL-E as well, where it's like that image of the junkyard, where it's all these different parts where with the right mind and the right will, the right willingness, I should say, you're able to take different things and put them together to operate in a way that nobody else could see as possible but you. It's really, really fascinating, Capricorn. It's really, really fascinating. And again, to that hawk energy, which is about sight and vision. And I feel like you are a visionary. I feel like during this time especially, the aspect of you that is a visionary, I see you looking through like the lens of a camera, like the way that you see things is at the forefront. It's very particular to you. And it is the source of your power and what you are going to create moving forward. It feels really, really good. Let's see what your cards say. Hey Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the second half of, oh, 2 for 1. Oh, I'm here for it. I am here for it. Oh, okay. This is so great. So here we have the elk, which equates to the emperor in the tarot, which is all about being the master of your own destiny, having assertive responsibility, being in a leadership position, or it's that aspect of also like fatherhood or the patriarchy, being in that masculine energy of taking action and having some important decisions to make, or where the decisions that you make affect more than just you. The decisions that you make affecting your family or your coworkers, or being in that kind of position of authority or responsibility, right? In a really grounded, rooted, stable, dependable way. It's beautiful earth energy coming in for you as an earth sign. That is always very auspicious when you get an animal of your like elements. I love that for you. I love that that's your energy and how it's linking up with your meditation, because, the Dr. Frankenstein taking that power, right or wrong, however you feel about that story. It's that aspect of like taking power and creating something, right? Creating something new from all the things that didn't work before. And you could look at that as lessons learned as well. I take the tapestry of all the lessons of things that didn't work out to create something that is best work yet. Hello. Love this for you. Then you have the beaver, which is so on the nose, it's funny. So it's water energy here for you. Water and earth support each other incredibly well. These are two elements that go well together, right? The beaver energy, it's interesting because we talked about the Eight of Pentacles energy in your meditation as well, I think, which is right as it equates to the Two of Wands. So this is hard work and talent meeting up with divine timing and divine opportunity, right? That's Eight of Pentacles, and that's beaver medicine right there. So what's interesting about this as well, it is about the work that you actually do, but it's also about the work, as in the inner work that you do. Because you can do all of the work in the world, but unless you do the inner work to where your sense of, self-worth, self-value is on point, and you're giving and receiving in equal measure, you're not going to be able to enjoy any of the fruits of your labor. Your insides need to match your outsides, right? Or your outsides need to match your insides, whichever you want to look at that, right? But it's really brilliant because a beaver personality is someone who loves to enjoy life and have a good time, but only after the work has been done, which I always equate this to Virgo energy for that reason, but it also reminds me of you, Capricorn. So I really like that this is coming. This is very productive, highly productive, inventive, imaginative, using your resources well. This feels incredibly virile, like potent. Let's see what's going on. It feels really, really good. Oh my God. This is, oh, look what's on the bottom. Two of Wands. We saw that in your meditation. With the hawk energy. Four of Swords. This is hilarious. So Four of Swords is interesting because this is such an active, productive energy. And then we have a key here that speaks of winding it down and being very still. So Four of Swords. Now the swords rule the realm of the mind, right? Which is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So this does speak of a quiet mind, right? A quiet mind. But it can also speak of a still body. And kind of the link between those two things is that when we still our bodies, we can then quiet our minds, right? So I'm getting that for you. When we still our body, we can quiet our minds. I feel like there's some sort of genius that's coming through for you that you're tapping into. And I feel like you're right at you've keyed into it. To keep this train going and keep access to this line of inspiration and thought and proactivity, it's really about knowing when to slow down and pick that fuel back up so that you can keep moving forward. There is a air of warning here, and I would say like a helpful hint rather than a warning because it's not that serious, but a helpful hint to aid against fatigue or overwork or overtiredness, because you do have these very strong energies here that need to rest as well. Definitely take time. Know when to slow down. Know when to put the work down and when to rest like the beaver does, because there is such a thing as burnout with the best of intentions. And so it's a little helpful hint there, okay? Sometimes, not sometimes, always you do more sometimes by doing less, okay? Know when to enact that balance with and for yourself. It's very important. Shadow side. Interesting. The devil. Scorpio got this in their animal energy. Okay. Those two readings are holding hands. I'm hearing to go watch the Scorpio reading. Scorpio's animal was the shark. The shark is Capricorn energy in the tarot. And the shark is like the devil Capricorn energy. So it's these two are holding hands because they got this in their reading and then it's coming up for you. So anyway, go watch that reading as a supplement, but also you're showing up in your own reading here in the form of the devil because you guys are the devil key in the tarot. So it's fascinating here. It's always incredibly auspicious when you show up in your own reading in this way, which I really, really like for you. But doesn't this feel a little Frankenstein-y? Doesn't it though? With this like creep in the back and like a cave. So with this, the devil energy is all about the 3D. Right? It's about the things that we can see, touch, feel, our day-to-day experience, our finances, our bodies, all of those things that are kinesthetic, all of those parts of our lives, right? But this in particular has to do with our fear, right? And how our fear restrains us and keeps us small. You know, it's interesting. Sometimes I just want to take it literally and say, go big. Go big, Capricorn. Now is the time. Dr. Frankenstein created a big scene, a big creature, a big thing that everybody was afraid of because they didn't understand it. They thought the worst. They were small thinkers. Dr. Frankenstein was a big thinker, right? And I'm hearing go big. Don't keep yourself small, right? There's something about your vision, the way you see things. I'm hearing that if there's some risk you're thinking about taking that's calculated, this is a really good sign around that. Calculated risks. Yeah, watch the Scorpio reading. Oh, hey, yo. So I'm really amazed because in the Scorpio reading, they got Aquarius energy for something. And it came up that Aquarius season was going to be pronounced or important for them, I think. And now you've got the Aquarian key. Fascinating, Capricorn. You could also have Scorpios in your life or in your chart that's really influencing you in some way. So the star, couldn't be better. This is wish fulfillment. This is being in the spotlight. So if you are, in the entertainment business or in a line of work that requires that, you be seen in front of other people or in the spotlight or something to do with that, or even if you're not and you're in that Aquarian energy of my North Star is guiding me to my best potential that I haven't gotten to quite yet, then this is for you. And that's really beautiful because the star, again, is about great hope, great faith, great love, and destiny, right? This is really beautiful. I'm also really obsessed that she's pouring out Aquarians are water bearers. We're talking about all this Scorpio energy. Really, really interesting. I feel like I don't talk about this too much, but I feel like there's an aspect of fate or destiny that is coming into play for you. It actually feels like destiny and not fate. So it's a difference there, but this just feels like this destiny is aligning for you as a product of being brave, of not keeping yourself small, and in making hard choices that lead to big payoffs. You're being rewarded in some way. And it feels really beautiful. You see how they're in like a dark cave and light's trying to get through, but the fear is keeping them from really looking at it. And it's like, but if you just went outside, you would see that light is from the stars, right? Really, really beautiful here. Yeah, whenever the star comes up, there's an aspect of you being in the public eye or being seen or a higher visibility in some way. This could be a higher visibility at work or within your relationships. Something or someone coming through to acknowledge you for the true star that you are. I know that sounds a bit like, it's a bit corn, but it's true. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's how else can we see this? But your hard work is really paying off. You know what I mean? It feels really brilliant. And it feels like part of the reason why is because you've done trial and error enough to the point where you know it doesn't work anymore. So all that's left is what will work. Sometimes that's how it goes, isn't it? It's like I've done enough trial and error and it's a number game. So on try number 100, I had to get it right. Just like Dr. Frankenstein, right? Anyway, let's get some advice for Capricorn here. Some advice. Well, that took no time at all. Oh, Archangel Michael. This is so amazing, actually, that this is coming up for you. So Archangel Michael, this energy is, see how big his heart chakra is? This is all about true strength is vulnerability, right? Because he is the archangel of those who are in, areas of work that need protection, like, anyone who puts their lives on the line for their jobs, like fire people and EMTs and people who work in high risk environments. So it's interesting that he's coming in for you here because Archangel Michael is that energy of the great protector, but there's also an aspect of it that says, like, if you are in a position where you're responsible for other people, like the emperor there, or you're in a position where you're employing other people or other people are affected by what you choose to do or not to do, it's like, if you're strong for other people, then who is strong for you? And I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in to say, like, you have endless reserves of strength available to you on the other side of you asking for it. And listen, it doesn't necessarily even really matter if you believe in angels or if you come from a background or have a belief system that has anything to do with the celestial realm. It doesn't actually matter because really at the end of the day, it's really just about saying and setting the intention, hey, I'm in an emperor position. I could really use some strength. Give me strength. Give me strength. Setting out that intention, right? Because it does feel like you have a lot riding on your shoulders in some way. Like, that's what we're not saying, but it's true. Just like the doctor who's working in the lab. I mean, he had Igor. Jesus. I just got the image of like Eeyore the donkey helping Dr. Frankenstein in the lab. It's like, okay, girl. But it's that sort of lone vigilance and that lone responsibility. And it just feels like if you need help, if you need someone to lean on, if you need some strength, don't be afraid to ask for it because the best leaders know when and how to ask for help. It feels incredibly important for you. Let's get an oracle. Let's get an oracle. Oracle for Capricorn, oracle for Capricorn. Do-do-do-do-do. Ooh, very good. Balance. Well, I never. You know, I think I said this before. I was feeling it. It's kind of like Sagittarius, like temperance energy, which came up in the Scorpio reading. Okay, I'll stop going on about it, but really, these readings are holding hands. So balance. This is really brilliant. First of all, number 4 is also the number of the Emperor in the Tarot of the major arcanas. You know, we were just talking about this, knowing when to rest, knowing when to be still, knowing that by doing so, you'll have all the energy that you need and the inspiration with which to move forward. But also part of being in balance, like we were just talking about, is knowing like what you can do on your own and knowing what to delegate, about knowing how to balance, like the beaver, your work life and your personal life, right? That feels incredibly important. Sometimes that is the difference between success and failure, is knowing how to truly enact balance. And also, I'll tell you something else, and I've been saying this a lot today in this round, that I have found this to be true. The universe is not going to bring you anything new until you are exhibiting that you are balancing everything that you already have going on. And if you are not able to balance everything you have going on, then that means something needs to go. Then you have room to welcome in something new that's better, right? Something in that for you. Really ask yourself, what is your relationship with balance like? What does that bring up for you? And then let that be a tool in your arsenal and your tool belt moving forward, because it's only going to help and inspire and empower you, okay? Really, really brilliant. So with that being said, Capricorns, I so hope this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I love reading your comments. Also, I have a favor to ask you, dear Capricorns. I have posted a video called This Is Me. I will put the link in the description box below. This Is Me series is a series where I talk about, you know, all the tea, my personal life, what's going on. I'm going to ask you to go check out the latest This Is Me video because it pertains to this reading. It pertains to you in particular, as well as the other readings. It's something that's incredibly important. I would very much appreciate if you watched it. You will know what to do from there. So again, thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And most of all, and as always, just thank you for being you, Capricorn. And be well. Until next time.